What's up, everyone? It's Wacko. Welcome you to week 8 of SPS season 10. This week we're up against William, who has a team consisting of Mega Greninja, Tornadus Therian, Rillaboom, Nidoqueen, Tapu Fini, Porygon 2, Klefki, Komao, and Electros. A very scary team because even the defensive pieces are kind of concerning to me on how to break through them or how to not be punished by them because they get super annoying tools such as like T-Wave. Klefki gets like spikes and all that garbage too. Um, so trying to prep around like not getting like super punished by them. So what am I to bring in a matchup like this? Kind of the same Pokemon that I've been using. So this week we're going to be bringing Mega Delphox, Palafin. Well, actually, let me start with the sets. Mega Delphox running Flamethrower, Psychic, Dazzling Gleam, and Substitute. So I can sub on something like a Nidoqueen and click buttons. I consider running Calm Mind, but I felt like I needed Dazzling Gleam for Como. No, did I need it? I don't even think I needed Dazzling Gleam. I probably should have ran Calm Mind, to be honest, but it's fine. Um, I'm bringing back the Assault Vest Palafin because we're facing another Nido, and I do not have good switch-ins to the Nido, but I think Assault Vest Palafin is actually pretty good here, in spite of Nidoqueen, because it's good into both, not both. It's good into Nidoqueen, it's good into Greninja, like usually the best Greninja set, and if it's a physical Gren, then I think it is punished pretty hard by like Belly Bolt and like Ursaluna, most likely. So there's that. But it's also good into like Torn, which is nice. I guess I could get knocked off, but if I'm getting knocked off by Torn, then it's probably dying to Ice Punch. So yeah, but I'm running Jet Punch, Ice Punch, Drain Punch, and Flip Turn. No Sneasler this week. To be honest though, I probably should have brought Sneasler over. I'll talk about my next mod, Obstagoon. I should have definitely brought Sneasler over Obstagoon. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking in prep, but I was like, oh, Sneasler sucks because it's gonna lose to Torn. But little do I know, Obstagoon also loses to Torn. You'll see that. So, but our Obstagoon set is a fun set this week. We're running Choice Band, Double Edge, Knockoff, Switcheroo, and Parting Shot. So yes, Obstagoon does have Reckless as an ability, which some people probably do not know because usually Obstagoon is seen as like a worse but fast Ursaluna. Um, Obstagoon's pretty good. Like it's very close to being like Metamon probably because I think if it had like 10 more base attack, or like 10 more speed. If it had either 10 more attack or 10 more speed, I think it would be like a meta threat, but it's just like barely not there. Um, but yeah. Our next mon is going to be Ursaluna Blood Moon running Blood Moon, Earth Power, Calm Mind, Moonlight. Um, just kinda there to click buttons. I'm also running Pasture Berry because he has two pretty good offensive water types. And just getting chip off on those is very nice, especially if it's like Greninja. Um, I can just Blood Moon it and it dies, and Tapu Fini doesn't like eating all those hits at once. And then we also have Belly Bolt running specially defensive, kind of like the Palafin, but it doesn't deal with Nidoqueen. But I do have T-Bolt, Muddy Water, Toxic, and Slack Off, so it should be able to deal with everything else. Toxic is a little bit weird in the case that, like, Tapu Fini ends up being a problem, but Toxic also helps me against Rillaboom, because if Rillaboom is out, most likely it will have the grassy terrain up, so Misty Terrain won't be able to save it. And I can also Toxic... I mean, Torn is gonna get T-Bolted anyways, but I could click Toxic in hopes that something else switches in, like the Porygon 2 or like the Komao or something like that. And last, and I guess not really least at this point, Togekiss making a comeback. So I haven't used Tinkaton like barely at all this season, and Auroras has just been, to be honest, Auroras is just there to like look pretty. I didn't really plan on using it, but yeah, we have Togekiss this week with Dazzling Gleam, Flamethrower, Roost, Defog. So just kind of there to get rid of hazards. And hopefully deny Komao of a win if possible, but it also is good at dealing with Rillaboom. Because the rest of my team doesn't really deal with Rillaboom like super well, especially because I'm not bringing Serena, I'm not bringing Tinkaton, I'm not bringing Sneasler. So Togekiss is gonna have to deal with the Rillaboom. And I suppose to a certain extent it can kind of deal with some of the other mons too. And also it's just like the set variety that Togekiss has. Like you have to be a little bit careful around Togekiss. Like you can't just like keep in like your win cons against it. So yeah, starting things off, we are going to watch this game. Let me get that set up. So he's actually not going to bring like any of his defensive pieces. So there's no Electros, there's no Klefki, and there's no Porygon 2. Which is actually kind of great that he didn't bring Klefki, because I actually didn't think my like Delphox was that good in this matchup anyways. I figured it would be like getting sacked at some point to like the Feeny or the Gren. But yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna lead with my Obstagoon because I thought he would just click a button, but no, he just has Specs Torn with Focus Blast, and I just get knocked out. So yeah, I mean, to be fair, yeah, I don't know. I just kind of forgot that Focus Blast was like a move that existed for a little bit. And I probably like could have went hard Togekiss or like Belly Bolt there. I think Belly Bolt would have taken a lot of damage, but at least I would have had an alive Obstagoon. But yeah, Obstagoon's gonna go down turn 1. Honestly, I probably should have considered Scarfgoon if I was gonna bring it, because I don't like I wasn't one-shotting like everything anyways. I don't have a Stealth Rocker on this team. My team's hazard play is like really fucking bad. But yeah. I knew he would go Nidoqueen most likely, so I did get off of Muddy Water. And he's going to be able to bring in Rillaboom. As I bring in my Togekiss, he's going to sub on my Flamethrower. So at least I can break his subs. And I'm going to Dazzling Gleam as he goes Nidoqueen. I probably should have known that he was going to go Nidoqueen. Otherwise, I probably would have just clicked Flamethrower again. And I think Flamethrower would have probably been like a 2-shot at that point, but it's fine. I'm going to go Palafin here as he goes to get his Stealth Rock up, and he's going to go back under Rillaboom on my flip turn. Since he's not Grassy Terrain, I'm not actually like very scared of this Rillaboom at all, and I'm pretty sure he's like a fat Rillaboom set. So I'm going to bring in my Togekiss now. As he goes Hard Torn T on my Defog, and at this point, I go Belly Bolt as he Bleak Wind Storms. For some reason, I did not pay attention to that damage, because I know this is Specs Torn, but I did not know that it was Specs Torn at the time. Like, I just did not pay attention to that damage at all. So that's kind of on me. I'm going to get off a Toxic on this Rillaboom, which is nice because he does seem to be a subset, but he doesn't have leftovers because he is actually going to be a loaded dice set. T-Bolt's not going to do too much. But at this point, I'm like, I think Rillaboom might knock me out if I stay in. So I'm going to go into Togekiss. T-Bolt doesn't do too much damage. Again, yeah, Flamethrower does do 30%. I'm going to Roost as he gets up Stealth Rock, which I guess is fair. I'm going to Flamethrower again. He's going to go back into Torn and Bleak Wind Storm. That does a lot of damage to me. And I'm going to be able to Dazzling Gleam for a good chunk of damage. Bleak Wind thankfully misses so that I can get off a Defog. It's going to actually end up mattering later. So the Delphox is going to come in since I outspeed. I can Mega Evolve. The fucking PNGs. I might have to reactivate my extension. Did I get rid of the extension or do I still have it? Looks like I still have it. I'm going to have to fucking do my extension again because one of the Showdown mods fucked up again. Like the first time we lost our replays for like 4 years, and now we lost sprites, and like we're reverting back to Monkey on Showdown. He's gonna Scald, which crit is not gonna matter. I feel like I probably should have ran like a Coal Mine Delphox here because I just didn't end up really doing too much. Um, but it's fine. Fee's gonna be pretty low, and Bellybolt's gonna be able to um, slack back off, which is good because um, I'm gonna need my health to be able to deal with some stuff later because I think Bellybolt kind of uh, beats everything except Como-O, but I'm gonna get off a Toxic on this Como-O. He is Dragon Dance. So at this point, I'm gonna go into my Ursaluna. He's gonna Dragon Dance again, which is really scary, actually. And I'm gonna let him knock me out. So he's gonna lower his defense. He's gonna lose some health to Life Orb and Poison. And I'm gonna go into my Palafin, but I'm like, wait, Jet Punch doesn't kill. But if I sack my Belly Bolt at this point, um, he's gonna be at low enough defense and low enough HP to where now I can just kill it with Jet Punch. And at this point, as long as his Rillaboom isn't like fast, because my Palafin is not a fast Palafin. I think I have 236 speed. But I think this Rillaboom is bulky, so I'm just gonna pray. And luckily, I am faster than the Rillaboom. I'm gonna be able to Ice Punch. Liquid Storm is gonna do a good chunk to me. Ice Punch takes him down to almost 0, but I do have Jet Punch. Greninja's gonna come in. He's gonna be able to Mega Evolve and Sludge Wave, which does just under um, half my health, but I also have Drain Punch, which was nice enough to help me a little bit there. But 2 Jet Punches is enough to knock him out. So it's going to be a very close game, and yes, him missing one of those Bleak Wind Storms did end up... actually, it didn't matter, because... Yeah, no, I would have lived. It would have been really, really fucking close, though. For some reason, I thought I was at 4%, not 14. So I actually don't think the Bleak Wind Storm miss mattered, but he also he hit like 4 out of 5 of them, which is like perfect accuracy. Well, like on par for accuracy, and then he landed the Focus Blast, which is I mean, I'm not gonna complain about it, but I mean, if you hit a Focus Blast, like you should take that, you know. Anyways, that did end up securing me a spot in. Technically, I probably won't have top seed. I will not have top seed. If Nightmare wins at all, he'll be top seed. If he loses, I will have top seed, because no one else would be able to take it for me. Everyone else would have 2 losses or more. And actually, it looks like we kind of don't have... I don't think I faced Queen of Roses. Actually, I think I did play... Did I play Curse? I think I played Curse. I played Fate. Technically, I played Fate, but that was Neat Devious, which I got a forfeit win from. I played Rena. I played Aaron. I played DJ, which I actually lost to. I played Nightmare. I played Skyhops. Just said I did not play Curse. But he also got a forfeit loss this week, so I'm gonna have to put that in. Or he got a forfeit loss last week, unfortunately. But we do have Palafin up at number 3 on the kill board, which is cool. I don't know if it'll be staying there because I think there's going to be some more games played this week, so it might end up falling behind a little bit, but Palafin did very great this season, especially in the last game. It definitely saved my ass. Jet Punch is just a really fucking good move against other offensive teams. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in 2 weeks because I will be getting a bye no matter what. It just depends if I'll have first or second seed. I'm very surprised I was able to get 7 wins at all, but like my differential really shows that my games weren't like all that in favor of my victory. Like I had one loss, and I think it was a -3 loss, but all of my wins are like it's like +1 or +2. every game. I might have a +3 in there somewhere, but yeah. I will see you guys next week though. Thank you for watching.